Welcome back guys to another Kengan video. Today we're counting down the top 10 most insane characters in the Kengan verse. If you're new here and enjoy Kengan greatness, make sure to subscribe. And if you haven't already and you want to talk more about all this greatness, make sure to join my Discord. Link is in the description. Now, I hope you enjoy. So when I was deciding what to put number 10, it was one of the hardest choices because there were so many characters I wanted to include in the top 10. But as a whole, after much debate with myself, I decided to leave Pang reaching the top 10 at 10th spot in the top 10 most insane characters in Kengan. See, I was gonna put other characters, but I felt like Pang, he has to be in the top 10 somewhere, and I think 10th spot is pretty stable for him, and I want him to put in there to see how like over the top and crazy he is throughout the battle, which leads into insanity, but also on like his martial arts and his past training. Like, who else is gonna have like a hammer smashed into their skull until their skull gets harder still? Like, that's gonna be quite insane alone like that. So that's pretty much more than enough evidence for him to being insane and then a top 10 most insane character. So there you go. Number 9, I went with Ouma, and this is pretty much before he got his memories back during the Annihilation tournament. So this is an Omega Ouma. This is before he got his pretty much emotions back, or his memories, or everything in the Niku style. So prior to that, when he goes into like his advanced crazy rage, crazy berserker state mode, he's absolutely insane. He doesn't know what's going on. He's just there going punching berserk, as shown with his fight against Rain, is going absolutely insane. In other fights, considered the devil, the Ashura, this, everything about that was this insanity. So there you go. Ouma has to make the list. Now for the rest of the list, they're more like, absolutely insane characters. Like, they're mentally unstable. So number 8, I put Bando in here, a convicted serial killer. Out of nowhere, after he did research for the worm, he decided just to go insane and started going on a freaking killing spree after doing his research. He was a renowned scientist, researcher, then out of nowhere just went on a killing spree out of nowhere. And then, just you look at him, how he's like built, and then he can do all that stretchy shit. He just goes into more insanity around him. A smart guy, but an insane smart guy for him. Up next, we have Hanafusa Hajime, the doctor, the crazy doctor of the series. He's just shown by like how much he's modified his body and what he's done to his body is this pure insanity, and you can't have a top 10 insane list without him on it. So the doctor, even his nickname, the dissector, that's some insane aspects to it as well. So solid choice here. Up next, I was going to put him higher, but it's Kure Rain. I was going to put him higher on the list for insane, but there's one little aspect that you need to consider, is that his lust to kill or want to kill is above many other characters. His nickname is the devil, which is pretty insane, let alone. But you have to think about who he is, who he grew up around, and what he is. He's a Kure member, and the Kure clan are a specialized assassin group that are pretty much bred for assassination, for killing. So there's no surprise that he wants to be killed. He's considered like the black sheep, a different type of Kure member, more insane, more lust for kills than any other Kure members, but it's just a product of what they created. So you can't blame him for being a murdering, rampaging, crazy dude. So Kure Rain, still best girl in the whole series, and also one of the craziest characters in the series as well. Up next, which is number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So number 6, we have Gayo Ryuku, the secondary protagonist or third protagonist of Kengan Omega. He's pretty insane. He is this more pretty much distant from the normal like ideas and views of people, and that's with him just realizing or going out of his way to kill people with no regret, no regard to life. Goes a bit insane with that, and how he's going a bit insane. Even the last I think 3 chapters since Oma's came back, and that he's seen, he was just been like staring at him the whole time, past 3 chapters, just being out of it. And he's going to do something during the Purgatory tournament, which is just going to push him over the edge. Right now he's calmed down by his glasses, but once his glasses fall off, he's going to go absolutely crazy man mode yet again. And even shown against his fight against Akira, who may or may not be on the list, when you saw that fight, he just showed how much insane he really is. Up next, number 4, you can't have an insane list without our boy Kiryu Setuna. His man is skids, bro, absolute skids. All that stuff he wanted from Ouma, his want to have Ouma, his past, everything involved around him, he's just crazy. Even his fight against Beard he's going crazy. His fight before that, going to his fucking Nico style technique where he transformed into, what was it called? It was called some like crazy shit. It was like he called himself the Usher, but it wasn't the Usher. It was like something else. It was a new style technique. Fallen Demon, that's the name of it. So when he went to his Fallen Demon state, he's out of his mind, losing his mind, had to get beat down, almost killed by Ouma to get him to actually stop finally. He'll go out and just kill whoever he wanted, or he'll do anything to get what he wanted. He killed his own master for the sake of that. He wanted to see the demon himself, the Usher Ouma again. You'll do anything to see him go absolutely berserk and even kill him, you know? That's pretty insane, you know? Up next we have Kano Agito. You know, all those personalities with him going absolute schizo mode, you know, goes his formless state where he just goes crazy. You have all those like clips against all his fights where he just loses his mind, reinvents himself mid-fight, comes up with new techniques, just goes absolutely insane. He was part of like before he became the Fang, he was a part of like a ritual where like all these people go in a room and the last one to survive will be, you know, the only survivor, and he's able to kill all these people before he became the Fang Metsudo, and that's probably what led him down the path of going so insane throughout the story. He's probably calmed down in Omega as he showed he's a bit more stable, not this crazy lust, this wanting to fight, living for fight. Even his Kengan wins, 160 wins and 1 loss, and all those fights beforehand, he was going absolutely crazy. So his 1 loss probably humbled him and put him more grounded to earth, but he's most likely gonna go pretty insane during his fight in Purgatory, so be hyped for that. So number 1 and number 2 is probably the hardest out of everything to choose. I decided to go with this. So number 2 is Akira, Justice Boy. His smile at the end when he had his fight against Ryuki, this, you know, brings him top 5 instantly. And then everything else we know about him throughout the series, with his want for justice, how his justice drives everything he does, how he just, you know, bit into Cosmo's leg during the Annihilation tournament to get an advantage. He's just going berserk mode. Everything about Akira is just, you know, skits insane. He's an insane character. Easy rank 2. I could have easily given him number 1 as the most insane character in the series, but number 1 is a special individual that, you know, I need to talk about soon. But yeah, Akira, Justice Boy, Rise Shield member, the executioner going out, delivering his justice upon everyone he possibly can. This is a solid choice for number 2. So now you're wondering who could be number 1 as the most insane character in all of Kengan that we've seen. You would have thought watching the video maybe the Fang, maybe Akira, maybe Kiryu would have been number 1, maybe even, you know, Takita Ouma in advanced mode could be number 1 prior to Omega. But the real number 1 of the most insane skits character is Meguro Masaki, the Crying Man, a murderous mercenary working under Hayami during the pretty much Annihilation tournament, and he was killed during the Annihilation tournament. So pretty much he can be described as an insane person who has severe sadistic, psychopathic tendencies and greatly enjoys the act of murder and constantly utters himself about that act. Like even his nickname, the Crying Man, comes from how insane he goes while killing people, and pretty much him killing people going that insane, the ecstasy involved in his killing leads him to cry blood, earning him his nickname, the Crying Man. And like he just goes absolutely insane. This schizo, he was pretty much killed by Mutaba in round 1 of the tournament, and that fight was just crazy. He just kept coming up Mutaba, no regrets, even though Mutaba was on a whole nother level. He didn't give him and just went absolutely insane during the fight. And he's probably the most insane character, not even in the same realm with many other characters, because you can say like characters like Akira can have a grounded level, a more tactical approach, but when he goes insane, he goes insane. But you know, Meguro's base form is this insane schizo. He can't hide it, but even his whole life it's stated that he is this true nature insane beast of a person that just does insane shit throughout everything that he possibly can. So there you go, there's my list, going over it again. Number 1, Meguro. Number 2, Akira. Number 3, Kano Agito, the 5th Fang Metsudo. Number 4, Kiryu. Number 5, Ryuki. Number 6, Rayen. Number 7, Hanafusa. Number 8, Bando. Number 9, Katita Ouma. And number 10, Sorpang. Let me know your thoughts of your top 10 most insane characters throughout the series. Do you agree with me with my top 3? Do you agree with nothing that I said? Let me know your thoughts. Feel free to let me know who you think would be number 1, who you think would replace 2. If you agree with my top one, or another character maybe needs to be in there instead of another character, what would you switch around? And let me know what video you want me to cover next. Tomorrow's video will most likely be another Bucky character profile, so stay tuned for that if you're a Bucky fan. And yep, that's it for today. If you enjoyed, leave a like, subscribe, join the Discord if you want to talk more about this greatness, and that's it guys. Peace.